What's going on, everybody? Now, I've been meaning to do this video for quite a while now, and that is my thoughts, my impressions, and I guess sort of my review on the Nintendo Switch. Now, the Switch came out in March of this year, and if you guys are watching sometime in the distant future, I'm recording this in 2017. And I got my Switch on launch day. I had it pre-ordered from GameStop, and on first glance, I couldn't be more impressed with it. Of course, on launch day, I picked up Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I also picked up Super Bomberman R. The console itself, I was very excited to get my hands on this. I haven't owned a Nintendo home console since the original Wii. I wasn't fortunate enough to pick up a Wii U, and I always wanted to when the price dropped, and sadly enough the price never dropped, so never bought a Wii U, which I eventually still plan on doing. Now, when Nintendo announced this, and the fact that it was going to be this hybrid handheld slash home console, I was very excited about that because since the Wii, Nintendo really hasn't done much to grab that home market anymore. The marketing has been bad, but Nintendo has always had a firm grasp on the handheld market. So I thought to myself, this hybrid could be perfect for them because they know how to market a handheld. And they've always put out great home console games. So it's like the best of both worlds. Now, graphically, this system rivals that of the PlayStation 3, maybe a little bit higher than that, because Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is a beautiful, beautiful game. And Super Bomberman R is much like a 2D polygonal game that takes the ideas of old school Bomberman. I'm very satisfied with how the game played. It was a very fun game. A few things I love about the Switch are the fact that the controller comes right off. The Joy-Cons are separate entities that, certain games like Mario Kart, you could basically use this as two separate controllers and be playing with two people on the go. It also comes with a Joy-Con grip, which makes it basically a home controller when you have the system docked. And yes, this comes with a docking station. So basically, when you're not playing in handheld mode, you put it on the docking station and basically output to your TV and play it like a home console. Another cool thing with the Switch is that it does support microSD. So for all your downloaded games, you can put them on the microSD card because internally it only has 32 gigabytes of memory. That's under this little stand is your microSD slot. The stand's also kind of cool for when you want to play multiplayer or you want to just play sitting at a table with Joy-Cons. The operating system seems like it's running off like a Linux-based operating system, and for what it's worth, it's like a upped version of. To me, it reminds me of like the DS interface. It's nothing too over the top like PlayStation, Xbox are. It's kind of straight, simple, and to the point, which is what I really like about it. The buttons all feel really, really nice. They're small. They're a little bit bigger than 3DS buttons, but they basically do the trick. And the trigger buttons feel nice. You have a home button right up here, and this little button over here, basically, at the press of a dime when you press it, takes a screenshot. Which is really convenient. It's really fast the way it does it. Also, I believe it's this bottom joystick is Amiibo support, so you put your Amiibos right on it, and pretty much everything Amiibo based would work. Certain things that I think is cool is that, I know certain tablets, sometimes the volume isn't that loud. The volume gets really, really loud, and it's still really, really clear. Sometimes when you put the volume up too high on certain things, the audio quality starts to deteriorate. That doesn't happen with the Nintendo Switch. Also, it uses I think it's a USB micro C charging connector, correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, that's pretty much the system itself. The other big thing about the Switch is that the games themselves come on little cartridges. They're basically game cards. They're a little similar to a SD card, and they're a little similar to the 3DS cards if you guys know what those look like. It's very similar to that, but they also they're a little thicker than that, and they feel interesting to say the least. Now, right now, there's a lot of good games out on the Switch. I currently only own 3, and that's Super Bomberman R, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Ultra Street Fighter 2, which is basically an HD version of Street Fighter 2 with some added components and online support. And I have yet to crack that one open, because I've been playing a whole lot of other games. Right now my Super Nintendo's hooked up and I'm playing Final Fantasy 3, which you guys will probably see a review on in the future. But yeah, guys, I thought, overall, I'm very impressed with this little system. It's very powerful for its size. The online is interesting. Nintendo's still working on getting the Virtual Console up in some way, shape, or form. And speaking of the online, unlike PlayStation and Microsoft, which charge an arm and a leg for online service per year, Nintendo has announced that I think it's only going to be around $20 for a year's worth of online service, which also definitely fits awesomely in a budget standpoint. Nintendo has always kind of found a way to be one of the cheapest but not poor quality consoles on the market, with the exception of the Wii U. If you remember, the Wii launched at $250, and at that point with the 360 and the PlayStation 3, the original Wii was the cheapest system out there, and granted it was just an upgraded GameCube for the most part, but it did the job, and the games were great, and it sold a lot. And the Switch, I mean, it's like 4 or 5 months in now, and it's still really hard to find a Switch on store shelves, because the moment they come in, they're selling out. With later on this year, Super Mario Odyssey's coming out, and right now Splatoon 2 just came out, and we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe out. Nintendo has done a lot to make sure first-party games are coming out and that the fans are staying satisfied. And with that, what's awesome is that they're gaining a lot of third-party support. Where the Wii U started off really cool with third-party support because of the success of the Wii, it really died down when system sales started deteriorating, and they deteriorated really quick because Nintendo's marketing for the Wii U was kind of bad. And I hate to say that because I love Nintendo. I don't know a gamer out there that has anything really negative to say about any games Nintendo's ever put out, because Nintendo, when it comes out, they've always been one of the true gamer consoles, guys. That's pretty much it. Do you guys have a Switch? If you do, leave your friend codes below. I'll add you. You could add me. Do you like your Switch? What games are you playing? What do you think of the console? Do you think it's going to be a success? Do you think it's going to fail? Which I hope it doesn't. How often do you play? Do you think we're going to get a lot of third-party support for the Switch? All those questions, guys. Leave your answers in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching my videos. Like this video, subscribe to the channel for more gaming videos and all other types of videos I do. Until next time, guys, thank you. You have a great night. See ya.